Welcome to the Humble Club. This is going to be something huge, something big. You already know. If you don't know me, my name's DG. I am the founder, the president of the Humble Club. I started this club in high school back in junior year, 2024. And it's been a very, very big roller coaster ever since then. When I first started the Humble Club, I'll tell you a little story about me. Something that I don't really like to talk about, but it's just something for me to be transparent. I want to let you know exactly what the Humble Club means to me and what it should mean to everybody else and what is the Humble Club in general. Because before you join a community, you need to know exactly what you're joining into. So when I first started high school, as a freshman, didn't have many friends, didn't have many people that were like-minded, that were really purpose-driven, very ambitious, wanted to get stuff done. That was me. I wanted to do stuff with my life, but at the same time, I couldn't find that right group of friends that fit in. And I was hanging around the wrong types of friends that would put me down. I'm up here, and they wanted to put me down. I had to scratch that. I didn't want to be with people like that. So I was still trying to figure out exactly who I wanted to be around. I was able to get in relationships with teachers, principals, faculty members much more easier than it was to hang around and be with people my age. Doesn't that sound crazy? But it wasn't. It wasn't crazy because I was hanging out, being more mature with adults that really understood me and took me for who I am, understood my value. And so a few years later, it comes around, I started this clothing brand called The Humble Start, which was a self-improvement clothing brand. And that's exactly what built up into the Humble Club. The Humble Start was a clothing brand I created, and it was very great. I loved making clothes. I loved the idea of me pursuing my art passion. I loved art. I still do to this day. I still draw things here and there. When it came to doing events here and there, I would have pop-up shops. I created a website. I had it selling on the store. I was doing a lot of things where I was selling to friends, family members, friends in general, and even people that I never knew. And that was fun. Until junior year came around and I said, listen, let's take this up to a notch. I want to create a club to find like-minded people and think about the same things. So I created the Humble Club. The Humble Start and the Humble Club were two different things at first. The Humble Club was supposed to be about a think tank, and I have this bracelet here for a reason. The Humble Club, a think tank for discovering, let's get a little bit closer, a think tank for discovering our purpose. That's exactly what the Humble Club meant at first. A think tank, and it was about me and a whole group of others that were like-minded people that want to get things done, figure out problems, solve things on our life, and find our purpose. And we would spit ideas back and forth, and that would be a think tank. But not many people in my school, knew what that meant. So now we had to rebrand ourselves. Fast forward to senior year, and we came towards this idea of giving back. It's very simple, because when I look at the word humble, I've been working with this word humble for about 4 years, 5 years now, pretty much. That word to me really resonates. I love that word humble. I've always been described as a humble person. The word humble to me, just in 2 words, giving back. That's essentially what I feel whenever I hear the word humble, is somebody who gives back to their community, gives back to their family members, the earth itself. They give back in all shapes and sizes, and they even give back to themselves. That's what I believe being humble really means. So that's what we really focused. And when we did that, man, the school and the club really went up exponentially. So when we said giving back, it became to the part where we were giving back to our school, giving back to our community, our club members, and the earth itself. And how did we do that exactly? When we gave back to the school, we were doing fundraisers to help those who needed it the most, students that needed it the most. To our community, we were volunteering. We were doing these Thanksgiving volunteer hours. We were giving Christmas cards to teachers and faculty members. We were volunteering our hours to do anything and everything. Club members, how are we giving back to our club members? We had guest speakers, people that have extraordinary lives, career paths, and lifestyles that we don't get to see on a day-to-day basis, that we got to experience during lunch. We had these guest speakers talk to all the students in the school and just explain what they do for a living, and that might spark an idea in some of the students, and they might be like, okay, maybe I want to try that lifestyle, maybe I want to do that when I grow up, and or go to college, and maybe I might want to major in this field. That's what we did. And then to the earth, we had built a flower bed for our school to plant our club logo, which is the sunflower. Yeah, we built like that. And we also, during the fall, we did chrysanthemums as well. I thought chrysanthemums looked pretty cool too. But that's not the club logo. The club logo is the sunflower. Just want to... Right here. Can you see? Can you... Alright, so listen. That's exactly how we did. This is how... Okay. That's exactly how we gave back in the Humble Club. But now, since I've graduated high school and I'm no longer a student, I'm a man in the real world, I decided to move from having the Humble Club on a Google Classroom to having the Humble Club as a school community. I want to branch this out and really take this up to the next level. So, check this out. This is the new and improved Humble Club. We have now the liberty and the freedom to go above and beyond when it comes to giving back through more guest speakers, through the school program, having real in-world, real life events. You know, we're going to do more volunteer opportunities, going to have more fundraisers, much more events, you know, podcasts. Really, the sky's the limits, guys. And all I ask you to do is join now while it's free, because I'm telling you right now, you becoming a founding member of the Humble Club, not only is that bragging rights, but that's going to really, really pivot and shape your life for the better. You're not going to be disappointed when you join this community. It's going to be something worthwhile. You're going to be part of something bigger than the both of us. I'm telling you right now. This is how the community will be a place of value, because of the people inside and the mentors that give back to the community within our school program. All we need to do is start. You don't need many people to start a community, just an active handful of people, and that's how a community starts. So I'm going to zoom in, scan that QR code while you can, because that's going to help you join the Humble Club on our school program. Let's go!